Hello everybody and welcome back. Yep, we are continuing on with the shiny hunt for Cyndaquil. So pretty much here is the goal for today, as well as thank you for the lurks price. So pretty much this is the plan for today. What we're going to do is we're going to be hatching some Cyndaquil eggs. When we finish the Cyndaquil eggs, we'll go back to hunting stuff in the lakeside cave. And then you basically just use that to finish out what we need. So, because that's what how you doing, Omar? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I know I'm doing well. But yeah, pretty much that's like the plan today, is just go finish up the hunt there. Because the good thing is that there's like exclusively normal types, or there's exclusively the Gumshoes family and Houndour are in that lakeside cave. Meaning, we just pop a normal sandwich and get exclusively Gumshoe spawns. Indeed, the very precious Fire Bean. We love Cyndaquil. Fun fact, actually. Cyndaquil was the first Pokemon to ever be picked on this channel. Because the first series we ever did was Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And the starter for that Heart Gold series was Cyndaquil. Yeah, so it's actually fitting. We have two Johto Fire types as like our shiny hunt that we've been doing presently. You know, of course, Cyndaquil and the Ho-Oh. But Ho-Oh's being a shoe. Again, 608 Dynamax Adventures, not a sparkling bird, is annoying, but, I mean, again, all hunts can't be fast. We can't have every hunt be like Kasui and Zoro, where it was like, less than 250 eggs, done. And if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let's get going. Egg power level 2. There we go. There we go. But again, the goal for today is just looking for really just hatching the eggs. Nothing else is going to be particularly topical, so we're just going to basically head straight back to the lakeside cave area. But yeah, how is everybody doing today? Hope you guys are all doing pretty well. It's kind of fitting it's raining in-game right now, because where I am right now, it's freaking downpour as heck. The weather's been kind of crappy where I am. And this is one thing that's very weird. I love the look of an overcast sky, but the lighting is like the light coming in from the sky being so heavily reduced by the clouds throughout the entire course of the day causes my eyes to hurt. I made a joke. You really get uh-oh. Oh, she just to strangle that life is reach. Oh, trust me. I've seen worse, James. Like, Alan is at almost 2,300 Dynamax Adventures for Mewtwo. So, my Ho-Oh shiny hunt might be horrendous. His is worse. By a factor of 4. Yeah. Like, I count my stars, it's not as bad as that. Which is one of the reasons why like, I'm doing it off screen. Because I can knock out, 20, 30, 40, even like 50 Dynamax Adventures in an afternoon. I mean, granted, it basically eats my entire day aside from streaming. But, I can go through DAs relatively quickly with Ho-Oh. I'm just sort of like chipping away at it, like doing, 5 here, 5 there, 5 here, 5 there. And there are some days I just like marathon them. But it sort of, like, again, it depends on the day and how I'm feeling. But I have got a number of shiny reactions out of it. There's been a good number of shinies, especially duplicates I've actually gotten, simply because we've been doing the DAs. So, the good thing is they're actually helping get some other members of the Living Shiny decks that are a bit annoying to get registered. Like, there's a few trade evolutions that are available in Dynamax Adventures, and I actually have gotten a few of those. So, even though Ho-Oh is taking a long time, it's definitely a bit better. But yeah, it remains to be seen what Scarlet Violet is going to do with its sort of iteration of Dynamax Adventures. If they're going to have, Terramax Adventures or something akin to that, and how well that changes from things. But how you doing, Price? And really like how that changes going into future stuff. Which kind of determines, like, okay, if it's bad in the future, like, say we get, you know, again, we get terrestrial raids in the same vein as Dynamax Adventures for legendary shiny hunting, how well that works out will determine if we go back to do some Dynamax Adventures in Sword and Shield. Otherwise, I have no clue really what I'm going to do with, like, the rest of the legendary hunts, because, again, living shiny decks. It's that or do soft resetting for, like, various things in the main playthroughs, and I have debated, I haven't debated, I have said, like, we are going to be doing a playthrough of Soul Silver to get up to Lugia, and then shiny hunt the Lugia. Really, James? What is the good news? I'm very curious what is good news as a competitive battler is. I enjoy bad news.
Cyndaquil.
Yeah, the only awkward thing about playing Soul Silver again is I never play Meganium in those games. It's just not a very fun starter to pick. But I've already used Typhlosion a lot, and I've already, like, done a playthrough of that game with Totodile. So picking, like, my team for that would be a bit. No, Xerneas at least base game wise. Yeah, Xerneas was not. Yeah, Xerneas hasn't been in the game. Yeah. Yeah, we know Xerneas isn't in the game. It's gonna be coming back though, because, like, I am 99% certain that every single legendary is going to be returning in every series. You know, like, every generation, when it comes to returning species, I'm pretty sure all legendaries are gonna return. Yeah, it's one of those things that I've, like, actually thought about before, and it's like, there's certain Pokemon that are never gonna not be in a generation, because for whatever reason, like, obviously they're never gonna have a generation where, like, there's no Charizard. They're never gonna have a generation where, like, there's no Lucario. There's certain Pokemon that will never not be present. They might not be present for the entire duration of the series. Like, I have a feeling that Incineroar is going to be one of those Pokemon where it's always gonna come back in, like, future DLCs. It's gonna come back via Pokemon Home, but it might not always be in the base game. And I don't know how I feel about that, because, again, on the one hand, I love Incineroar. It is legitimately my second favorite starter. But on the other hand, it is legitimately one of my least favorite Pokemon to go up against, because, again, Incineroar in competitive is just kind of insane. Like, if you don't know how amazing Incineroar is, competitively speaking, when Zacian was legal in competitive play, Zacian was the second most used Pokemon by usage percentage. The #1 most used Pokemon was Incineroar. Yeah. That is how good Incineroar was. That Zacian is terrifying. Zacian is absurd, and Zacian is stupid. But Incineroar was more used because Incineroar was better. Yeah. That puts into perspective how insane Incineroar is just competitively. Yeah, again, you never really think about it, because, like, yeah, it's not like a hyper DPS Pokemon in the same vein as, you know, something like Zacian. But when you realize, yeah, Fake Out, Intimidate, Parting Shot, U-Turn, Close Combat, yeah, it gets, like, all these things that just kind of coalesce into being one of the most absurd toolkits there is. Like, it's kind of like Landorus, but, like, even better. It's terrifying. I love it. Because, like, it shows, like, yeah, no, legendaries aren't everything. Just because something is a legendary doesn't mean it's the most powerful thing in existence. So, like, I'm kind of okay, but also not. Again, I flip-flop back and forth with it. But yeah, Xerneas is probably going to be coming back in the DLC. The last phase of DLC when we get a Dynamax Adventure-esque equivalence. But I'll be serious. Xerneas doesn't really bother me that much. There's really only one legendary I dislike for its competitive, like, just warping potential, and that is a legendary which no longer exists. Primal Groudon, it no longer exists, of course, because Megas and Primals do not exist anymore. Xerneas, you know, it scares me. It terrifies me, of course. It's Xerneas. Again, set up Power Herb into Geomancy. But there's a lot of things that can, like, take a Xerneas down a couple dozen pegs. So it's not quite as terrible bad as it used to be. Yeah, I still plan on bringing my Zekrom that caught. Nice. Very nice. I respect that. Honestly, that's dedication there, right there, sir. But also, guys, again, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. And actually, speaking of and more, I highly recommend you guys check out It's Really Timmy B's channel. Because, for those who don't know, Timmy B, Sly Guy, Jakey XY, and myself are doing a 2v2 randomizer Soul Link in ORAS. It's Team Omega Ruby versus Team Alpha Sapphire. And we have recorded 5 episodes so far. And holy crap. If you think the first episode, which the first episode is on Timmy's channel, the second episode is going to be on my channel tomorrow, the third episode is going to be on Jakey's channel on Thursday, and then the final episode of this first rotation is going to be on Sly's channel on Friday. It's basically going to go in a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday schedule, where, of course, you know, Monday is Timmy B, Tuesday is me, Thursday is Sly Guy. Actually, yeah, no, Thursday is Sly Guy, and then Friday is Jakey XY. And it's basically going to continue in that cycle. And we've recorded 5 episodes already. If you think episode 1 is crazy, because there's some insanity that happens in episode 1. Like, the amount of shenanigans that happen is unreal. What happens in episodes 2 through 5 is, like, it tops that. So you guys are going to be in for some amazing stuff. Like, I am loving this series, and I am so glad I joined the EBL because I met these wonderful people. Nice. Zekrom is in Sword at the moment. Delightful. Honestly, Zekrom is one of those Pokemon that I was really, really thinking about using for the Elite Battle League. There's a few Pokemon for EBL Season 6 that I am really rolling around the old brain case for what I really want to get added onto the team. Because, like, again, drafting a new team. Because as you guys know, I did lose last week against Sly Guy in the EBL, so I am now knocked out of the finals. Of course, Sly is going to be in the finals now. And, you know, I like my team. But there's definitely a few issues on it that I noticed. And next season, we're going to come back. We're going to go back stronger. And we're going to get a better team. This one is going to be like perfection. It's going to be a superior team. And I have a feeling that next season is going to be my season. Because we got some growing pains. Not the most familiar with singles. And now that I'm a bit more familiar with the EBL thing, I can come back and I can win. It's going to be great next season. Hello, Andreas! Can one of the mods please go grab Andreas' link? How are you doing, my friend, Mr. Andreas? Hope you're doing delightful. How did the podcast things go? Podcasty things. What is that? Oh, is that probably oh, it's a Nimble. Nimble. But how have the podcasting things been, Mr. Andreas? And with that, we have 180 eggs hatched. We are 6. We're a little over a third of the way to Masuda odds. Yeah, because it's 17 boxes for, you know, Fusion Bolt, Dragon Claw, Bolt Strike, and Outrage. Fun. Yeah, like, the fact that Zekrom gets access to Dragon Dance is very scary. That is honestly one of the main reasons I'm like debating going for Zekrom next season in the EVL, because I know Mr. Toast picked up Zekrom for his EVL this season, And, just stacking up a Dragon Dance on that thing is terrifying. It's like, yeah, I know. It's faster, it hits harder, it has a great bulk. And Electric and Dragon, it hits basically everything. The only thing that you really don't hit with Electric and Dragon are Steel Ground. Of which there's, I think 2 Pokemon that are Steel Ground. Excadrill and Steelix. You never pick Steelix in EVL. It's like Steelix is, I like Steelix, but it's just not very good in EVL. There's just a lot of more powerful things. Yes. Yeah, Zekrom gets Dragon Dance. It's terrifying. And it just... The shenanigans Mr. Toast did in the EVL with his Zekrom, because he had Zekrom and Reshiram on his team. He had both the Unova Dragons. And he did extremely well with that team. Like, I'm thinking of picking up Zekrom next season, but I don't want to have 2 Dragon Legendaries, even though if one of them is going to be Dialga. Because, Dialga is one of those Pokemon. I love Dialga. For those who don't know, my favorite Legendary is Dialga. I love my Steel types. I love my Dragons. It's literally the best of both worlds. And I love Duraludon. It's literally a better Duraludon. I am very happy with the way that I was able to play Dialga in the EVL. Again, if you guys haven't done so, highly recommend to check out the Elite Battle League. Go to playlists, do ! Playlists, and go to EVL Season 5. You're going to get to see a whole bunch of battles with me. I am very, very pleased with how Dialga performed in that season. Considering I've actually never used a Dialga before. Well, I used Dialga in a playthrough team when I played Diamond the first time. But that was a little less than a little over a decade and a half ago. I don't count that. Because one, I was a stupid kid who didn't know what he was doing. And that's very different from competitive play. Whereas, I've never used Dialga competitively before. And here I am going into a format I am completely unfamiliar with a bunch of people who are way better than I am at this format. And Dialga was, I would say, my best or second best performing member of the team. When I was transferred from Black 2, when I was leveling up, I never learned Dragon Dance. It may not have learned Dragon Dance back then. Maybe it did. Because it could have had Dragon Dance at a lower level. Say, it could have had, you catch it at, level 50-something. It could have had Dragon Dance at, level 30-something. But it learned another move and then it just replaced it. Oh, that's another zero-attack Cyndaquil. Anytime I get any zero-attack Pokemon that are special attackers, I stockpile them for future competitive purposes. Okay, nope. No other zeros. Just destroying. Nice. Very, very nice, Andreas. Very, very delightful. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. You guys are the wonderful people that keep all this stuff going on. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the way that the EBL season has gone so far. I might have lost, and there's definitely going to be, there's going to be the post-season interview of the EBL, so you guys are going to get to, hear some more complete thoughts on that when I do that post-season interview. But yeah, I'm thoroughly pleased with how the EBL season went. Let's go check. When did let's see. Let's go to Bulbapedia. So Dragon Dance Bulbapedia. Because maybe it gets it by TR. Maybe if it doesn't get it by level up, it probably gets it by TR then. All right, let's see. Learn set. Again, Bulbapedia, one of the most useful websites there is when it just comes to stuff. I love it. I absolutely love this thing. Yeah, Haxorus, Fracture, Zygarde. Yes, no, it does not learn it by level up. It was TR. That's how you get Zygarde. That's how you get Zekrom no Dragon Dance, is you teach it to it via TM. Well, TR. Zara. Yeah, that's pretty much the reason. Yeah, it's TR then. It was, you learn it via TR. Yeah, that's part of the reason I just kind of stopped playing Unite, was just like all the new stuff that they added. It was like, I don't want to get paywall prepped by all the new stuff. Yeah, I definitely don't know why people enjoy the game, though. Doggo. It is good little dog. We are going to be shiny hunting Dusk Form Lycanroc in the future. I have plans, extensive plans for that shiny hunt. So, if you guys want to see that pain, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you very much, everyone. Get out. Get do is a thing. Okay, good. We didn't get into a battle with it. Honestly, this would not be a bad place to pop a rock sandwich, because that way I can hunt a Rockruff and hunt the Nacli I need. But I do still want a shiny Midnight Lycanroc, and then I need another one for the Living Dex for the Rockruff, and then I can get the Dusk Form Lycanroc. So I do technically need 2 more Rockruff shinies. So I can just pop a rock sandwich around here then eventually. Because I still need to reclaim that failed Nacli. The first shiny I ever failed in the game was that Nacli, which haunts my nightmares. There we go. 90. Nope, none of those are 0 physical attack. 1, 2. Okay, so we have 2.5 boxes left. Okay, that's actually more than I thought. I kind of thought I would only have had a box and a half left. All right, that's good to know. And yes, these are all level ball Cyndaquil. If you guys would like one, I can save you one and then trade you them. Because that's one of the reasons I catch them in the special Apricorn balls, because I know you guys may want them. Because of how annoying it is to actually get the Apricorn balls, many people don't really want to use them. Because this is my plan for the Apricorn balls. Just catch stuff back in the older games. Like, you'll catch stuff back in Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Apricorn balls when you can get them extremely easily. And then bring them up here. So use the ones in these games on Pokemon you normally can't get them in. Like, say, Heavy Ball Mudsdale. Can't get that in, of course, in the older games. But you can get, like, Lure Ball Seadra back in the old ones. Yeah, actually, you know what? When it comes time to do the shiny playthrough hunt for Lugia in Soul Silver, I think I'm gonna put together a team, like, semi-assembled by the viewers, like, so a viewer-recommended team. Because I would very much like to have, of course, like, a team semi-made by the viewers for it, but the thing is, like, making that would be hard because of just the Pokemon that I need. I do need very specific Pokemon for that. I guess I could finally get around to using a Murkrow. Because, well, I mean, I have used a Honchkrow before. I do like Honchkrow. It's a very, very neat Pokemon. I guess I can use a Misdreavus. Again, I'm still putting together, like, what team I would have for eventually that playthrough hunt. I'm thinking Scizor is going to be on that lineup. Because I do love me a Scizor. I love me a Scizor. Especially though you have the Scizor Sly guy used in his we'll have to get a Sport Ball Scizor. Transfer that up and breed that one for, a rare ball on that Scizor. Future ones. That'd be fun. Actually, let's put together, like, let me pencil in some ideas. Soul Silver Shiny Lugia team. I feel like I gotta go with Totodile on that. Like, Totodile is just, like, the iconic Soul Silver Pokemon for me. It's like, I love Totodile. Like, Totodile might be my favorite starter to use in a playthrough. My favorite starter is always going to be Infernape. But when it comes to, like, starters to use in a game, I think it's Totodile takes that cake. It's just so good. Nothing brings the fun like a Totodile can. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Though, well, then again, I probably wouldn't use... Well, then again, I never would get the chance to use an Azumarill, now that I'm thinking about it, because Azumarill... Because this is my rule when it comes to newer games. Like, when it comes to Pokemon games in general when I play them. I will exclusively use Pokemon that were introduced in that generation. Meaning that, or, you know, we have like a strong connection to that generation. Like, I will not use like a Hoenn Pokemon in Johto, or I won't use a Hoenn Pokemon in a playthrough of Sinnoh. It's just like kind of like my one rule of gaming, is because I want to experience the new things that were added. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I could just straight up not even use a starter for that series. Thinking about it, that might actually be the better play. You know, get to a certain point, not use my, you know, get to a certain point with the starter, not use the starter anymore, like basically like retire the starter, and then make an entire team of non-starter Pokemon. And then I can use an Azumarill. That sounds like an actual plan. Because there is another game, another Pokemon game, that I actually do plan on playing for the channel where I do not use a starter in there. So, like, well, when I say, like, I don't use a starter, I mean, I will pick the starter, but then after the first member of the team, the first member of the final team is acquired, I will box the starter, and like the starter will not be used. You'll see when we get to that game, because that's a game that's like got a couple more time that needs to go into that one, because I still need to secure its companion game. That's not gonna be fun to get that one. Oh, thank you, Foxy. You know my favorites. You know my favorites oh so well. But how are you doing, Foxy? Hope you're doing well. Actually, let me have a look-see at all of what is available in Johto, now that I'm thinking about it. 'Cause, like, honestly, actually, no, I think I gotta use a Xatu in there. I gotta use a Xatu. I have a friend who's, like, a really, really big fan of the Xatu family. I'm like, you know what? I want to use a Xatu at some point. Well, then again, if I'm gonna be shiny hunting Lugia, I probably would have the Lugia be my... Well, then again, nah. I'll think about that. But yeah, so basically, I'm just kind of rambling at this point about planning my future playthrough of Soul Silver, where we shiny hunt the Lugia. So I'm trying to put together my team for that. So like start figuring out the ideas for that, because finally cool down with super hot upstairs, range from 50 to 80 degrees. Wow. You guys getting a heat? You guys get blessed by a heat wave where you are? 'Cause like where we are right now, it's just been absolutely crummy weather. It's basically been raining on and off all day. It's just like sky, rain, stop, rain, stop, rain, stop, rain, stop. I don't like it. It's like, I love the look of an overcast sky, but the issue is it does kind of give me a headache because of like the lower lighting, meaning I need to like, you know, meaning like the most the light my eyes are receiving is from my TV screen and my computer screen, which prolonged exposure to that kind of hurts your eyes after a while. So it's like, this is why I prefer having sunlight. Okay, so let me go check. Let's see. Ah, you live in Texas, really? Yeah, I'm trying to like figure out what I would use for that playthrough when we eventually shiny hunt the Lugia, because I want to use Pokemon I haven't used before, or haven't used as frequently before. It was kind of a bit of a difficult thing to put together. There we go. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Johto Pokedex. Trying to figure this out, because like the worst part is that I used so many just awesome Pokemon in the Let's Play team that it's just going to be very difficult to, like, go back to using other ones. Like, not using just, like, finding other members of the game that I just haven't used yet is going to be a bit difficult. But I think I'm probably going to have Scizor in there. So, like, I gotta have my Steel types. Hello, Creepypasta Lady! Come on to the mods, please go grab Creepypasta Lady's link. How is the Pasta Lady of creepiness? I hope she is doing very well. Yeah, I've already used the Togepi family. I've already used the Togepi family. Yeah, there's really not that many. Again, thinking about it more, there really aren't that many Pokemon that were added in Johto. Like, again, Johto's great. But the thing is, there's just not that many of them. Yeah. I think I'm going to be struggling to put together a team from that. From, like, the available options. I'll, like, only have these, but I'm probably going to have to, like, recirculate back into Pokemon I have already used before. So that's going to be a thing. Because, yeah, there's just not a whole lot of them. Where's the electric types? Finished recording my Zelda. Nice. Sounds very delightful. So I've used Kingdra. Yeah, Kingdra's been used before. Mamoswine's been used before. I guess I could use Donphan. But I need some special attack. Like the entire team is just all physical. Like again, Azumarill, physical. I guess Misdreavus. I mean, what is Misdreavus only in one of the games or not one of the other games? Like I feel like Misdreavus is a version exclusive. I'm pretty sure it and Murkrow are version exclusive. They trade places depending on the games. Oh no, it's not. They're actually in both. Interesting. I guess Misdreavus. Okay, that's possibly one. Because I can't get Magcar Go Fast. Magcar Go Fast is not until endgame. Yeah, like your options are very, very limited in that game. Yeah, a lot of fun besides the controller wanting to be sensitive as heck. Oh boy, Foxy, do I know that pain. Well, I guess it's more or less of the controller being oversensitive and more the controller just wigging the crap out because this controller is a little janky, it's a little broken. Well, basically, I can just like nudge this joystick a little bit forward. And it will have me, like, I can be pushing towards the screen. So I can basically be holding it upwards. And it'll actually have me walk backwards. Again, you can see, like, the little recurve there. It's very weird. Again, this controller has been dropped so many times, it's probably, like, broken. Yes, Johto added 100 Mon on the dot, Foxy. Which, that sounds like a lot. But when you remember a lot of those Pokemon are Ascended Evolutionary families, they are, you know, oh, here's Magby. Here's Elekid. Here is Smoocho. You take out the legendaries, and then you take out all the Pokemon I've actually already used. Because that's the big thing. That's like the major issue. I have used so many Pokemon in the previous Let's Plays. Like, I used Houndoom, one thing I would really want to use. I used Tyranitar, Heracross, Mamoswine, Yanmega, Togekiss, like, so many, like, Ampharos. There's so many Pokemon I would love to use. I've actually already used. And because of my one rule, like, I kind of don't want to use Pokemon I've already used before. And I want to use the new stuff. Can't really go with that. Like, the only other thing I can kind of think of is, like, Umbreon. But the thing is, Umbreon brick walls are not necessarily the best to get you through a game quickly. In a Nuzlocke, something like Umbreon is a godsend. But when you're doing like a standard playthrough, something like Umbreon is not the most quick thing, I guess you could say. Because again, it gets like, Curse, but again, that's several turns of setup. And there's not a whole lot of options. Like there's Quillfish and stuff like that, but again, a lot of stuff is already used. So I'm gonna have a heck of a time figuring stuff out for that. But I'm sure I'll figure something out. Again, I could always just reuse something that I did use before, just like didn't use as heavily. But I'm probably gonna use Misdreavus for that. But I would like to use a Magcargo though, because again, Magcargo fast. Because I would like a fire type. Because yeah, there's, I think, like, other than Entei, I think Johto, again, aside from Entei and Ho-Oh, obviously, Anti-Flosion, of course, I think there's only like 2 other fire types. I think there's 3 fire type families that were actually included with new Pokemon that Generation 2 added. Of course, Typhlosion itself. But there is Magby, Magcargo family, and Houndoom. I've already used Houndoom. Is it normal that my phone is faster to watch your stream than the PS4? I have no idea, Lucas. I don't use a PS4 for watching stuff. But I would assume maybe? I got no clue. I have a PS4, but the PS4 is under my bed, and it is not plugged in. The last time I only used that PS4 for playing Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, and most of the time it was actually just Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was peak zombies. Damn, I miss that game. I miss when Treyarch Zombies was like, all that is awesome. You got staves, you got just the Pack-a-Punch, you got all the epic stuff, and it's like, nah, bro. We'll make Black Ops 4, but Black Ops 4 is trash. Okay, it wasn't trash. There was a lot of good, interesting things that Black Ops 4 tried doing, so I will give it a fair chance. It's just a lot of what it added were not good changes. I mean, literally unceremoniously killing off the original crew was a very bad idea. You literally shot the heart out of the zombies community right there. Not a good idea, Treyarch. But I still do feel the pull to play, go back and load up Horizon Drac, go back and load up Zetsubo no Shima, load up Chronicles Origins with the stupid as hell mud that you can't even move in, even though it's like, classic Origins. Bet you should maybe it's in a box. I have like a little plastic thing that a lot of my stuff is in, and I just keep it inside of there so that way dust just doesn't get on it. It's actually in the thing with like a bunch of like pairs of jeans I just don't wear anymore because like they just don't fit me anymore. Well, they don't fit me anymore in the sense of they are too small for me. So in a couple of months when I lose a bit more weight, I'll probably go try mine again. But yeah, it's under there because I don't have the space on my the drawer top where like my TV and stuff is, because my Switch is there, and also like all the games are out there because I am a horrible organizer. For those you wouldn't expect from how organized I try to keep my PC boxes and Pokemon. I am just saying everything is just a mess in here. Because again, as Albert Einstein once said, a cluttered desk is the sign of a cluttered mind. What does the sign of an empty desk mean? That's not Albert Einstein. That's why everything is just a mess. So I have a cluttered mind. If everything is empty and everything is clean, there's nothing going on there. There's no stuff in the mind. So I'm just looking at Albert Einstein on that. Welcome in, Sky. I hope you're doing well. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, we have the shiny giveaway going to be going on this weekend. It's only a few more days until the shiny giveaway actually is a thing. We have 47 shinies which are actually going to be given away there. All of those are the duplicates that we have accumulated through this shiny living dex. And I have logged like the date of when I got them for purposes of me for shiny reaction reasons. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch of shinies that I just want to give back to you guys because it's like I don't need them anymore. I have the living shiny dex, but I don't need a 4th shiny Ghastly. I don't need, 3 shiny Iron Jugulus. So I'm happy to give the extras to you guys. But to be ended for that, you need to be subscribed to the channel for that. Hello, Axo. How are you doing? How is everybody doing today, though? Hope you guys are doing well. And again, haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Oh, swap out the boxes. Swap out the eggs. No 0 attack IV ones. No 0 attack ones. I need them. Well, I already have 0 attack IV ones. I just want more of them because I'm greedy and I like them for competitive reasons. Stupid Toby. I always feel like there's like a vein beating right here every so often. It's very weird. Just like pulse, 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 pulse. Like I can feel it. It's just weird. But we're just gonna go drive it on our dragon thing. I do gotta wonder, though, if we are the only people who, like, have Miraidon or Koraidon, why are there, like, roads that like, go to places when most people can't reach anywhere around here? Because, like, if you don't have something that's, like, as strong as Miraidon or Koraidon, because, obviously, like, Silas are used for moving around, but it's not really as strong as Miraidon and Koraidon. Does that mean, like, we're the only ones that can actually reach a lot of the locations on here? Because you can walk everywhere. You can walk to most locations around the world. But a lot of the cliffs and everything you can't actually do with, regular Silazar. You need Miraidon or Koraidon for that. Because, like, again, they have the strongs to do it. Currently, Shiny only run. So I was saying, hey, you watch Paint. How far are you in it right now, Axo? What shinies have you gotten so far? It's kind of fun that you bring up a shiny-only playthrough, because earlier in the stream, I was actually talking about how I was debating doing a shiny-only run for this, Soul Silver, when I eventually go to shiny hunt Lugia in this game. Because I have been shiny hunting Ho-Oh via Dynamax Adventures. And Ho-Oh in Dynamax Adventures has gone 6 times over odds. So, as like a bit of a throwaway joke a couple of months ago, I said, watch me go hunt Lugia in Soul Silver and get this thing faster than it. And then the more that thought just sat in the back of my brain, the more I told myself, you should shiny hunt Lugia in Soul Silver. You should definitely shiny hunt Lugia in Soul Silver. You should really definitely shiny hunt Lugia in Soul Silver and turn it into a series. So, we're going to be doing that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the shiny only playthrough part of it, because there was a few Pokemon I would like to do, that I would like to have on my team for that, which, shiny hunting those would be a bit of a pain. But I'm like, yeah, I could pick up the Lugia for the shiny thing. I could do shiny Lugia for that, that'd be fun. No shinies generated yesterday, and my luck has betrayed me. Ah. Luck, why have you betrayed us? The luck always betrays. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. as well as to check out some of our collab series we'll be doing. Because right now, we're doing a 2v2 Soul Link with the one and only Mr. Timmy B, the amazing JakeEXY, and the wonderful Sly Guy. Team Omega Ruby, me and JakeEXY, the underdogs, against Sly Guy and Timmy B, Team Alpha Sapphire. And there's been shenanigans that have been shenanigizing. Let's just say that one of us had a starter that was a Hoopa Unbound. Someone else got a Mega Mewtwo X as a starter. A third person got a Behem as a starter, and then the fourth got a Bastiodon as a starter. I appreciate the thought, Hayden Block, but I would have to decline that. I do prefer hunting my own shinies, but I do appreciate the thought. I do very much appreciate the thought. And Legendary in Red Wheel. I don't have those games. I do not have Red, Blue, or Yellow. Also, I do not enjoy playing Gen 1 mechanics. I have a very hard time going back and playing anything from Generation 1 to Generation 3. Pre-physical special split and a lot of the good moves Generation 4 added is a very difficult thing for me to do. It's why, like, I love XD Gale of Darkness, and I love Pokemon Coliseum. But going and playing those games is very, very difficult for me, because I constantly have to just, like, memory check myself on, right, Shadow Ball's a physical move here, don't teach your special attackers, but too late, I've already blown my one TM for Shadow Ball on a special attacker, who now uses it and it's a potato. I have a feeling if I go play as a main account, I'm gonna get shiny immediately. That's always how it is, Axo. You always get shinies when you don't want to get them, or you don't mean to get them. But when you're looking for them, you can never find them. But yeah, shiny hunting in Red, Blue, and Yellow is a bit different, because you need to look at the specific, you need to look at their stats for that. Because back in Gen 2, shininess was determined by your DVs, or what back then was it the effort values or IVs. So you have to look at the stats to potentially find it. But the thing is, it could be wrong. You need to be at a certain level for it to actually be able to be, like, confirmed. And if it's not, well, you gotta go restart the game, play back up to there. And I actually don't have a second system to trade it to actually check. So I couldn't realistically do that. Plus, I also already have shiny Articuno and a shiny Zapdos. But I need to shiny hunt Moltres eventually. I really have no idea how and what manner I'm going to shiny hunt Moltres in. I might do it by soft reset in Ultra Moon, well, Ultra and Ultra Moon, because that was actually how I got my Articuno and my Zapdos, was I did those as soft reset hunts. Like, Articuno was one of my, I think Articuno or Kyogre, which I do have the shiny Kyogre, by the way, was one of my first dedicated shiny hunts. One of them I know was my first dedicated shiny hunt. The other one was the second one. I just don't remember which one was which. I can just go check the dates of them when I boot back up my Ultra Moon copy. Do I always end up circling back to Asado Desert? Yeah, there's a lot of shinies I'm looking forward to shiny hunting, especially the shiny Poipole. I mean, shiny Poipole is gonna be a painful hunt, because it's always full on. For those who don't know the weird way Poipole and other gift Pokemon are programmed, it's the same as that fossil Pokemon are programmed when you revive them. Even if you have the shiny charm doesn't affect them. Because gift Pokemon are rolled differently than regular wild Pokemon. even if you have the shiny charm, it just doesn't affect them. Which is why my Ultra Sun copy, where's my Ultra Sun version? Well, I'm in my box of Ultra Sun. I know I have my Ultra Sun version is inside of my DS right now. Well, I can't find my Ultra Sun copy. But basically, the Ultra Sun copy that I am shiny hunting Poipole in, that is a file of Ultra Sun which has never been completed. And I have kept at an Ultra Megalopolis for 4 to 5 years at this point, waiting to shiny hunt Poipole and waiting to get that shiny. And I've been intermittently shiny hunting it. So, that is the long game for that shiny hunt. Welcome back, Creepypasta lady. Welcome back. I'll be back. Also, thank you, Nightbot. Nightbot doing exactly as it was programmed to do with that comment. Love it. It's been delightful. Huh, Cyndaquil actually does have teeth. I just noticed that. It's kind of creepy that it has teeth. Weird. Yeah, I'm not sure when we're gonna like resume the dedicated hunt. We still gotta go get back to our mini or shiny hunt. I'll be back. Patient since when we see lady. Hello there, Nintendo Sense. Can one of the mods please go grab Nintendo Sense's link? How are you doing, Nintendo Sense? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing delightful. Hope you are doing equally as delightful, if not better so. Yeah, there's a few hunts back in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that I really would love to get back to doing. One of them is the Poipole Shiny Hunt. Granted, the Poipole Shiny Hunt is like its own separate animal that's gonna be a long-term shiny hunt. But also, freaking Minior. I love shiny Minior. Minior is just like a great Pokemon I love in general. I look forward to Minior returning competitively so I can run White Herb, Shell Smash, acrobatics shenanigans with it. Cause like, what do you do against it? What do you do against this shell smashing acrobatics using little Comet of Doom? You do nothing is what you do. You just get rocked in the face. I love it. Reminds me, I still gotta get back to finishing those like top 12 favorite Pokemon from every region videos. I need to get back to editing those. Like I've had those in the bank for honestly. Because of the EBL, those favorites lists have actually changed. So I actually need to go and redo those videos now. Doing good, just a bit drained. Details of Symphonia, I have no idea what that is. Was fun. Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters tomorrow. I also have absolutely no idea what any of that means. Because I am a filthy casual who only plays Pokemon. Can you use small word that my smooth brain can understand? Please? Nintendo Sense? Like, yeah, like, I mean, I say that I only play Pokemon. I have Kirby games. I've actually was playing, like, we actually just uploaded another episode of the Legend of Zelda series today. I play Kirby. I play Metroid. There's a lot of stuff that I play, but I like to joke that I only play Pokemon because for the vast majority of my life, I've only ever played Pokemon games. Hello, welcome back, April. How are you doing? Dang it, I wanted the shiny Cyndaquil. I love shiny Cyndaquil. Like, you filthy casual hardcore. Exactly, Nintendo Sense. That is exactly true. I mean, I'm... The funny thing is, like, I would consider myself, like, a more hardcore Pokemon player, because, like, I love competitive. You know, shiny hunting, for me, is a more casual thing, because, like, I don't need to go super aggro on it. But, like, you should see me when I get into, like, the competitive playing mood. I go just, like, super hardcore brick force number cruncher machine. Which, if you want to see that, I highly recommend doing exclamation point playlists and going to the Elite Battle League Season 5 playlists, because that is where, like, full hardcore uber battler Maxis just, like, takes front center stage and just brings out the damage calculations of doom. How are you doing, Jay? Hope you're doing wonderful. According to the mods, please go grab Jay's link. How are you doing? Also, like, the first thing that I thought of when I said, like, that filthy casual comment was, like, that meme of, like, the guy dressed up in knight armor, like, just pulling out a gun and it just says, "Parry this, you filthy casual." That was just, like, the first thing that just flashed through my brain. Like, I love it. Trying to get my shiny Mastiff. Yeah, I have no idea how that thing's name is spelled. I just Google it and copy-paste. First, because I have a shiny Mastiff. I love shiny Mastiff and shiny Mastiff. It's like, I mean, I love dogs. Like, I'm a very big dog person, and the fact that they finally nailed a dog Pokemon that looks, you know, friendly and cuddly and sweet, that also can legitimately look terrifying. You know, like, what, you know, dog, like, I have Samoyed. You know, they're cloud. They look like a cotton ball with a snoot. And they're adorable. But, you know, when they, you know, like, scrunch their nose, like, they bare their fangs, they actually look, they look like wolves. And they actually look really, really scary. But again, you know they're a cotton ball. So it's like, the fact that they finally have a dog Pokemon that can, like, switch between those on a dime, I love it. Because, like, you know, Arcanine is a good doggo. Is a very good, friendly doggo. Stoutland, good, friendly doggo. Houndoom, scary guard doggo. Mastiff is, like, the first one to, like, bring both of those together and make it work. And I love that. I've been enjoying it, Nintendo Sense. For those who don't know, I'm playing the game blind. I have only played 3 Legend of Zelda games ever, excluding A Link to the Past, where, again, Link to the Past is the 4th one, and it's being played blind. Ocarina of Time was a previous Let's Play we did, and that was also blind. We did that last year. The only 3 Zelda games I've actually played is Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword, now Ocarina, and soon to be A Link to the Past when I eventually get around to finishing that. And we're going to be, like, just continuing this series of just playing Legend of Zelda games blind, because I've heard great things about Legend of Zelda games, and I want to experience what made them great. I was spoiled I grew up with them as classics. Yeah, see, this is, like, kind of the thing. I never grew up with, well, these games were, you know, a thing when I was Twilight Princess and, Wind Waker were more like the games that were around when I was growing up, but I never played them. So, kind of playing these games out of the context of their release time has been very interesting. The Typhlosion raids ended yesterday. They ended yesterday night. And yes, there were Samurott raids alpha. I beat A Link to the Past in 3 hours. Wow. That's a lot, Nintendo Sense. That's a lot. But yes, there were Samurai. There have been a lot of the level 7 raid bosses. There was Charizard, Cinderace, Greninja, Decidueye, Samurott, Typhlosion. I'm expecting the next one is going to be like Swampert or Infernape. I believe many of them stand the test of time. Fun fact, you can make a starter trio out of solely fighting type half birds now. Oh, yeah! Quaxcaval, Decidueye, Hisuian Decidueye, and Blaziken. That's funny. Neat. They'll probably be returning next week. Because they've been doing, okay, here's week 1, then next week they go back, do a rerun for it. If you need a Typhlosion or you need a Oshawott, I can always breed you one, and I can just, like, send you an egg. If necessary. But yeah, I enjoy, like, A Link to the Past has been a great game so far. The only thing about these Zelda games that I'm not the biggest fan of is, like... I mean, again, this is kind of one of the things, like, you know, again, modern games have spoiled me, where, like, I like to call it the dumbass go here button, but not having the dumbass go here button is, I kind of feel like, a good thing. Because, like, it makes me need to think more about what I'm doing. It makes me go want to explore. And not having the dumbass go here button, I think, was a good thing. You know, it hadn't been invented yet, so there's positive for that. No, crocodiles are distant grass type. Grass type crocodile. That'd be awesome. I would be all in for more crocodile Pokemon. If you can do it. I'm not certain when we'll be doing the raids again, but yeah, I can get you them at another time. Where did I meet you? Animal Crossing Heroes channel. I would say probably Heroes channel, because I know nothing about Animal Crossing, so I probably wouldn't have been in any Animal Crossing streams. It might have been via Hero. That's, like, basically it. I was playing video games to the point where you need to... Yeah. Like, for me, I have ADD. Like, this is kind of my, like, reasoning for why I like the dumbass go here button in games, is I have ADD. And I predominantly play games at night. Which, at night, is when the ADD, like, fully takes over, and I just start losing focus on, like, basically everything, and I start spacing out. And without that, like, clear direction of where to go in a game, I can get lost, I can get very easily frustrated, because when, like, you know, when I have the ADD just fully takes over the brain, I have a very short fuse, a much shorter fuse than I would like to have, and I can get very easily frustrated. And I've been working on trying to not have that short fuse exist, you know, to kind of, you know, get better at things. But it is one of those like things, like the way that my brain is wired, where I do space out very easily. I do lose focus, and I get distracted very, very easily. That's actually why, for the longest time, Breath of the Wild and I did not get along very well. Because it's a game where, like, it is literally go and do whatever you want. Something that, you know, for a guy like me, is Breath of the Wild, you would think, you know, oh yeah, a game like Breath of the Wild, it's like a sandwich, you can do whatever you want. You think that would be like the paradise for me. But it's kind of the opposite, because with no clear line of direction, I'm just like, what the hell am I going to be doing? And I just sit there, like, staring, like, what do I do? Which, now, playing it for the channel with, like, that more forcing myself into being focused, I can, like, truly appreciate the game. And going back to a lot of the older Zelda games, where, like, you know, the dumbass go here button wasn't really a thing yet, and, you know, kind of, like, feeling almost like I'm stumbling my way through them, it, in a way, is good, because, like, yeah, this is what it was like playing these games the first time. But the other side of that is, this was one of the things that went into how the Legend of Zelda games were actually designed, at least, like, the original one, was you and, like, other people you're playing with, you share and you exchange, and you go, oh, I found this way. You're basically like playground talks, like, oh, I found this thing in this dungeon. Really? I found this thing in this dungeon. And, like, you know, you use the different things each of you acquire and, like, that information to help you in your own stuff. So your friends help you find gaps, and you help your friends find gaps and stuff they didn't do yet. And kind of playing these games in isolation outside of that is something that does take away a bit of that. Whereas, like, yeah, I'm kind of like stumbling on doing it all on my own, which is a bit of an issue. Again, I can appreciate the game for what it is, and I am a bit glad that, like, there is the internet with a guide and stuff like that. But not having that, puzzling things out with other people sort of aspect is a component of those games that I do very much miss and, like, wish I could have experienced. Because that, I know, is, like, a large part of the enjoyment for a lot of those older games, was, you figure something out, but you're stumped on something else. Well, your friend did figure that out, and you both help each other figure out other stuff you couldn't otherwise. And not necessarily getting to experience that was slightly problematic for certain things. But again, for things where I am, like, truly stumped on, I can always go look up a guide, like, okay, how do I, get to this dungeon? How do I do, how do I figure out the puzzle of this dungeon if I am, like, truly lost? Because in A Link to the Past, there was, I think, 2 points where I was just completely lost. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go look through a walkthrough of this dungeon and just follow the entire thing to figure out where I messed up. And as it turned out, I had walked past a bombable doorway where there was a crack on the wall, and I just didn't, throw a bomb at that wall to blow it up and then to go get another key I needed. Because there was still a key that I needed to find. I was like, where the hell is this key? And so I was like, okay, I'll go watch this thing and figure out where it is. And like, oh, I just didn't grab this one key. Okay, there we go. I think that was the second most recent dungeon we did. Yeah, it was the dungeon with the 2 worm things that fly around and shoot rocks in 8 directions. That was the one that happened then. And I forget the other point where it happened, but there have been times where it's like, I'm just so completely lost and I will look up something, like, just to help me get through something. Which I am glad that, again, the internet does help me with that, but I do miss the experience of, puzzling stuff on their own. Which, again, pros and cons. But overall, yeah, I've enjoyed Link to the Past. I think it's a great game. And I look forward to playing more Zelda games. Like, that is, I would say, the best part about the channel is the kind of forcing myself to experience new games. I discovered the Metroid series and how much I love those games now. I, finally got around to playing Kirby. I love those games. Shovel Knight, a game that I probably never was going to touch with a 10-foot pole. Love that game. Will I play it again? Probably not. But it's a game that I can appreciate now. And there's a lot of other games that I just never would have picked up otherwise, I have actually picked up because of the channel. So, positives. Positive exist. And it's a good thing that positive exists like that. Me and my sister and her boyfriend just got smoked by a hard CPU. Well, NPCs do cheat in that game, Mudkip. The AI, see, that's one of the reasons why, like, I never play things like Mario Party or, like, Dokapon Kingdom. Because when you have the AI freaking cheats. Also, I'm glad you clipped the exact moment I knew you were gonna clip from, like, Sly's commentary in Timmy's video. You, I think, are gonna love the shenanigans that happen in later episodes of that Soul Link series. Because the goal that Jakey, XY, and I are gonna do is to leave those 2 in the dust. The CPU took 101 points. How? How does it yoink that many coins? You see in Hamilton? I have no idea what Hamilton is. I have no clue what Hamilton is. Sometimes the victims is like I'm Wario dueling John for 1 coin. I have no idea what you mean by that, Alex. What is Sly's status right now? Let me go check. Did you buy or like claim Sly's status, Mudkip? Because that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I'm not a musical guy. I am not someone who like watches musicals. It's just for me, there are 2 kinds of music I love. Hard rock and heavy metal. And musicals don't really lend themselves to hard rock and heavy metal. I mean, also again, like musicals are not really my cup of tea. If I'm watched like I'm not really like a play kind of person. Again, part of that is one of the people who historically gaslighted me and just do not have a good relationship with anymore. Was very involved in like plays and theaters, so it's kind of like probably residual negative association with that person, which could be another factor of it. Mario Party 3, Wario bought a dueling glove for 10 coins and then dueled John for... Well, to be fair, the more modern games, the AI cheats. Mario Party AI has 2 modes. God Brain 10 million IQ and then -5 brain cell mode. Okay, Weird Al is the only exception, because Weird Al's music is just funny. Because Weird Al's parodies cover the entire spectrum of music. You listen to Weird Al's parodies more for just, like, the silliness of what they are, rather than, like, the actual genre of music. You just watch it to laugh and have fun. So Weird Al's a bit of a separate thing altogether. But it's why we love it. But yeah, I'm heavy metal hard rock guy. Hello there, Twisted J. Can one of the mobs please go grab Twisted J's link? How you doing? Weird Al is fantastic, though I would say the best is Sabaton. Sabaton is the best. Mostly because Joachim and the rest of them are just kind of a bunch of like guys who just like to meme and just stuff like that. Like, they sing these awesome heavy metal songs about stuff. But like, they also just enjoy screwing around. Like, they will... Like, these are guys who sing with like... about like, you know, epic battles and like history. And like military history. One of, like, the drummer literally plays on a stand that looks like a tank. And at the same time, like, no, they just go around like, oh yeah, like there's one with like a big pink comical glasses and a giant pink feather boa. It's like, what, these guys just don't care. They will go around, they will screw around, and... they just, like, do nonsense. Like, you know what? I like these guys. These guys are great. I would recommend you listen to Weird Al. It's delightful. So, my gosh, Jay. It is indeed the Rev. I love Shiny Revavroom. Shiny Revavroom is just... the golden car is delightful. I'm doing well, Twisted J. Just hatching some eggs for Cyndaquil. This is actually gonna be our second to last batch of eggs. Once this and the next batch actually finish, we're gonna be hunting Houndoom, and then if we end up getting the Houndoom, we are gonna be switching over to Yungoos. So. Let's hope for some good stings on this last one before we go out to hunting the good doggo. It's rock and rolla. There's a hand drop. Oh, you know what? Fine. I'm making the same damage. Wait. Hey, we're getting raided. Welcome in, Filmmaster Pokedex Film Raid. Who is this? Welcome in, Crimson. Welcome in, Ranger. How are you guys doing? Welcome in, Lady Papa. How are you guys doing? Welcome in, Avery's. This is a huge raid. Welcome in, guys. Oh, thank you all so much for the raid. If you guys haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But, this is Filmmaster? Or is there someone else here as well? Is this a combo raid? Pokefilm and Crimson raid. Oh, okay, so it's a combo raid. Yes. Yes, Crimson, we are hunting Typhlosion. We are shiny hunting the first Pokemon that was ever selected on this channel, Typhlosion. Oh, Pokemon, okay. Okay. Pokefilm and Crimson raid. Okay, I was kind of thrown off. Okay, so can someone please go grab Pokemon Ranger Plays and Films link? Thank you very much. Glad you're doing well. Okay, Crimson, don't do that. Don't do the raid tag like that, because that does kind of confuse. That's kind of one of the reasons I was confused for a bit. Yeah, not a good thing to do, because it does confuse people and can throw stuff off. Like, but I do appreciate the thought. Glad you guys are doing well. Really, your first ever film? Always nice. Can we please get some mods to drop the link? But what were you guys doing on your end? Were you shiny hunting stuff? How did it go? Hope it went well. And if you guys are new, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you very much, Crimson, for doing that. Thank you very much. Yeah, the first raid is always like the most memorable. My first raid I ever did was Beacon of Neck. We raided Beacon of Neck. One of the most legitimately wholesome people ever. Beacon of Neck, gloriously wonderful human being. Deserves all the love and so much more, because he's just delightful as a human being. Hello there, Aggro Blaze. Wonderful name. Love it. Being goobers. Ah, makes sense, Avery. That makes sense. Delightful. Yeah, we were doing... Oh, nice. Let's go shiny race. Was it just like a shiny race for anything, or is there a specific target in mind? So was there like a specific target, or was it just like anything? Starting a Let's Go shiny. Ooh, fun. Nick is great. Nick is a wonderful human being. He's just so wholesome. It's just there is just been like there is no other person who's a legitimately wholesome and positive force like Beacon of Nick. Pokey was goofing. How do you get bodied in Let's Go? How? How do you get bodied? Please explain. I must know the details. Ah, Let's Go shiny living decks. Right, now that sounds fun. Alright. That is all of our eggs for today. I still have some spare eggs. However, I only do my egg hatches in increments of 5. Okay, none of them had a 0 physical attack IV. So, we're going to go back to doing some shiny hunting for Houndoom. Where is Iron Valiant? Where's my Glade? There's Glade. Yeah. So, this is a little bit of a me just flexing time. This is, so far, the progress of our living shiny decks in this game. Admire the sparkles. All that sparkles before you. And that is the end of, like, these ones. We have a shiny giveaway coming up. These are all going to be in the giveaway. These are all the extras that we've accumulated just from playing and just doing shiny hunts for other stuff. And so these are going to be given away. Because I do not need them. And I'm happy to give them to other people. There's also a lot more like shinies I actually have in other things. So there's like more stuff in other stuff. But those are not the ones in this game. Where else was I gonna do something? Nothing. I think this is good. Let's see it again. Now, let's go make some sandwiches and start hunting the good doggo. Alright, so we're gonna make another fire type sandwich. Yeah, we're gonna make another fire type sandwich for this one. Make a sandwich. Creative mode, tomato, onion, 2 things of pepper, 2 things of red pepper, 1 burger, and then I think we'll just go 2 things of sweet. There we go. Hello there, Brent Nickerson. How you doing? Have a good day, Jay. Thank you very much for popping in. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to... Oh, right. This is where the lighting causes the camera to just wig the freak out in the cave. I apologize to your eyeballs. But this cave just does not like the game's lighting engine. I don't know why. Maybe you're not supposed to be able to make a sandwich in the cave? So that's why it just washes everything out? I don't know, it's weird. But we'll figure it out. We'll fix it in post. Drop that. Put a pick in it. Yeah. Yeah. Like it. That is a trick question, Axo. All doggos are good doggos. But we are hunting Houndoom. Well, we're hunting Houndour. Because we have one. We just need the second one. And when we get the second one, we're going to move on to Young Goose and Gumshoes. We still need those. We still need those. My eyes. No. Yeah, the lighting in the game just freaks out here. I have no luck with Revavroom. Clodsire is a good bean. Also, that Gallade just like freaking bounced. I love that. Alright, let's wait for the shine to not appear. Because this game wants to be a jerk with sparkles. But we might get lucky with that raid lock coming through. Yeah, Shiny Houndour is blue. So it will be very, like, fairly visible. You know, it should be very clearly obvious. So this is good. Alright, sorry for raiding and then dip in, but... Oh, I understand 100% film. Trust me. I always understand how it goes. Like, sometimes when you're done with the stream, you're just clocked out of it. You never have to apologize. I understand the feeling 100%. But yeah, streaming is very exhausting. It can be extremely exhausting, and sometimes you just need to, like, mentally dip for a bit. Just, like, recuperate. Because when I'm done streaming, I'm just like... brain is just paste. There is no brain in this skull. It's just emptiness for the next, like, 2 hours. Then again, it's always just empty up here. Let's go look for the doggo. Look at this good boy. Look at all of these little McGood boys. McGood boys and McGood girls. We love them. Always happy to. Thank you very much. And again, thank you very much for the raid. It means a great deal when you guys raid. It's just... it's one of those things that just always... just makes me smile. You know, just like seeing how stuff is gone. And it's like all the friends I've met because of this. Dorg. Good Dorg. You're not shiny, are you? No, you're not. Yeah, like the freaking glowing moss just screws with the lighting engine here when you make a sandwich. Don't know why. Maybe you're not supposed to be able to make a sandwich in the cave is, again, like the only thing I can think of. But not sure why that's the case. Again, you can make sandwiches anywhere. Mostly anywhere. You can't make them on the water. Maybe they'll add floating picnic tables in the DLC. That would be great. Like, if you can have picnics you can make on the water, that would speed up aquatic shiny hunting so much. But I don't think they'll ever do that. Because, like, maybe it just wouldn't make sense. Plus, like, you know, it wouldn't make, like, yeah, Mudsdale go on this, like, floating raft immediately just sinks to the bottom of the ocean. But yeah, Mudsdale's, like, I'm pretty sure Mudsdale is heavier than Groudon. Fun little detail. Yeah, Pokemon weights are weird. It's like how Cosmoem is, like, just as heavy as Celesteela, and both of them are heavier than Groudon. Again, Pokemon stuff makes no sense, but it's why we love it. It's like, these games. These... I love them. And honestly, I'm honestly kind of glad that I've lasted this long when it comes to stream, because earlier today, I was just, like, kind of not feeling it. But it's like, you know what? No, the more I stream, the more I'm like, no, I can do this. I want to keep going. I want to keep streaming. I like it. Just to get a never-ending just relay race. Just let's keep going. Let's go for 10 more minutes. Let's go for 5 more minutes. Let's go another 5 minutes. And another 5 minutes. And another 5 minutes. And then by then, you've been live for like 3 hours and you have no idea where the time went. Watch the time go right out the window. Try to hold on, you didn't even know you wasted knowledge to watch it go. And now I have the urge to listen to more Linkin Park. Which is never a bad thing. Because Linkin Park is good. Done picnicking. Alright, let's see. Can we please get a shiny Houndour? That would be delightful. A delightful little doggo. Because, yeah, once we get the Houndour, we are going to be going to shiny hunt Yungoos here. Because, again, shiny living decks. Ah, Timmy, that's why we love ya. Well, Timmy, we're hunting Starmie. So, that's what we're doing. That's a good one. I'll be honest, Timmy, you almost got me with that. Because I'm only, like, 32% mentally aware right now. So you did almost get me. But how are you doing? Can one of the mods please go grab Timmy's link? The epic, wonderful, real Timmy B, who is our opponent in the presently running Versus Soul Link. Episode 2 is going to be on my channel tomorrow, but episode 1 is up on his channel right now. Highly recommend you go check it out for all the shenanigans. Because there was a great minute. Oh, forget the Starmie then, yeah. Honestly, Starmie has a great shiny. I never realized, like, how awesome Starmie's shiny was until I, like, actually started looking. Like, that's actually a really interesting color scheme. I thought it didn't really, no, like, no, it actually works. It looks good. It took a while to grow on, but, like, no, it looks actually pretty awesome. No! I would not pick the Slugma. Though we did discover, Doing Well just took 3 hours to record the Taglock episode, then edit it into 30 minutes. Oh boy. Alright. I'm going to binge marathon the entirety of the Taglock when it finishes. This is one of the benefits of being the first person in the chain, is I can now wait until the end of it to just like binge the entire string of everything. But I have to know, Timmy, is Jotaro the Starmie still alive? Is that Starmie still putting in work? I mean, it's more like, how many Dynamic Punch TMs has it fished out of the ether yet is probably the better question. Freaking pick up Starmie. So good, I love it. Though it is funny you should have said that you should have picked Slugma, because as we discovered after the fact, Sly probably should have picked the Arcanine. Because you had the log file for that file Sly had with the Arcanine. It had like Fusion Flare, right? I thought about doing that as well, but need to watch Jakey's. He didn't battle anyone in Mount Moon and none of the items. Oh my gosh, Jakey. Jakey! This does not inspire confidence from my Soul Link partner. Like, just, Timmy, you don't understand how it was. Like, again, this is the guy that has the Mewtwo X. Jotaro's alive with Surf now. Oh, we have 8 different TM. He has found 8 different TM Dynamic Punches. I love this. Oh, I love it. That's just so silly. Yeah, my biggest worry about that Starmie was getting it to Surf. Foxy, this isn't Jakey Jacob as always. This is Jakey as all Jakey XY. This is not standard troublemaker Jakey. This is another Jakey. Yeah, no, this isn't Jacob. But yeah, it's I was once you got TM50 and Metal Coat like 90% of the pickup items. It's just like the fact that it just keeps finding TM I think the best part of that is TM Dynamic Punch. Just but the Jakey I know is... Oh, yes, Jacob as always is indeed a troublemaker. Jacob is indeed a troublemaker. Well, that is indeed what the Jakey does. It is what Jakey does to sustain his lack of... I would say soul. But I think we all agree that ship has sailed years ago. The soul is no longer existent. There we go. I knew there was a way to get up there. I knew there was a way to get up there. I don't know what the wheel is, Mudkip. But yeah, as we found out in Sly's file, he really should not have picked the Bastiodon. He really should have picked that, he really should have picked the Arcanine. Because that Arcanine was insane. Plus, the Arcanine wouldn't have gotten bodied by the Breloom. Yeah, that's like, I am looking forward so much to the next recording session we're gonna do with that Soul Link, Timmy, because there's gonna be so much craziness. We already have so much craziness going on with that series. Even more, like, the series is only gonna get more chaotic as time goes on. Like, So when you randomize the legendaries, Timmy, did you randomize to other, like, similar stat legendaries, like the Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre that will, like, always randomize to a box art legendary? Or could it be, like, a Mesprit or an Azelf? I like our team now in the new file. Yeah, like, for as awesome as the Unbound Hoopa was, I think that your teams at present definitely outdo them. Especially considering one member of Sly's team is the literal nightmare bringer for me. Like that is a Pokemon I legitimately still have nightmares about after what it did in VGC. Nope, Groudon could be randomized. Okay, so it's randomizing to be literally everything. Alright. Yeah, because I know that when Foos and I did our Soul Link, we had the legendaries randomized to similar strength. So, you know, only box art legendaries could be gotten from those. But when it's like pure chaos, I kind of enjoy that a little more. Because again, chaos. It's chaos nonsense. Watch Sly get a Heracross from his legendary encounter. Because Heracross, I think he said Heracross is his favorite Pokemon. So watch him get that. I mean, it'll be fitting. That'd be great. But I also don't want him to get, like, something good like that. But yeah, there's like, for as far behind as you guys were, you guys definitely still have, like, a solid chance at catching up. Which is, like, my one worry is that Jakey wants to speedrun everything. And then it's gonna, like, no, we're not gonna train. Like, no, we're gonna get one shot by something. It's like, I'm gonna need to rein in Jakey when it comes to wanting to speed up through stuff. Because, like, no, we can't go in stuff not fully leveled. We're gonna lose. I frequently random because you know if you're getting a legend. I agree with that. I honestly can agree with that 100%, Timmy. But for some things it can be good, but other times it's just like pure randomness. You're going for pure chaos. It's just gonna be hilarious if we get, like, the epic primal legendary battle theme. And then it's like, oh, it's the Happiny. That would be the greatest thing. There's no. It's just a little baby Pokemon. It's completely useless. It's a baby Pokemon. That entire thing just freaking wigged the heck out. What? That was a thing where the entire cave just freaking glitched out on us. Favorite shiny doggo? Oh, that is a hard pick. Probably Lycanroc. Yeah. That's gotta be Lycanroc for me. Lycanroc, final answer. Sorry, I'm a big fan of Jeopardy. No, Jeopardy's like the what is answer. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I remember I forgot I randomized it that way once to get my free Mega was a Spinda. Oh, that's funny. That is amusing. I'm glad that the ROMs now are fixed to where you don't need to deposit your Megas in the PC or they get wiped away, because that would suck. You know, just like losing a Mega like that. Like, especially Mega Ampharos. Like, if I lost that, I'd be like, just devastated. But at the same time, we would... something would be done about that, probably. Yeah. Minimize that way and the free mega will be spin up. Wait, what? Free mega. Was this free mega in Oras or free mega in XY? Right, because the free mega you get in Oras is the Latios. Right. You got that super early, now thinking about it. You're like Gym 3 when you get that, or Gym 4. Wow, we're halfway done, really. Because I actually was, not recently, but like about a year ago, I was actually replaying Oras. Because I was preparing for the eventual Let's Play I'm going to do with that game. Both after Surface Life. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't really have to go too... You're not terribly late in the game. You know, I think you're level, like, 40-something, or level 30-something, because... I remember when I got, I was like, yeah, no, this thing's like a ridiculously high level compared to where you are, and it's insane. Both after Surface Latios out. That's funny. That's gonna be something. So, curiosity question. Are we counting the static Kecleon spawns? Are those counted as statics? Because I feel like that's a valid question. Like, we should probably figure that out, like, before now. Because on the other hand, because there's going to be, like, what, 4 Kecleon encounters? Because, like, are all of those going to be independent encounters, or are we only going to get, like, count one of them? Yeah, you get a free Mega Latios midway through the game. It's so crazy. Yeah, I mean... That is the only change they made from the original Ruby Sapphire storyline that I don't think works well. Because, again, it isn't just a Mega. It is a Mega Legendary. That is a 700 BST Pokemon that you are given, like, midway through the game. Like, that is literally some emulator ROM fan game shenanigans right there. I just count the first. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. We just have the one, because I don't think you fight the one outside of Winona's gym. I think, like, you see it and then it just runs away. But that's what I was, like, thinking. We probably should only get one of them. Because, again, 4 statics is a little bonkers. But, I mean, again, there are shenanigans openings. Yeah, Oras was such a great game. The changes it made were all great quality of life improvements, and the story changes it made were also fantastic. The only thing I don't like is that they do just outright give you the Latios, like, not even halfway through the game. Because, like, I mean, it's insane. Like, it's ridiculously powerful, yeah. But at the same time, it's ridiculously powerful and it's just a free legendary. Again, story's great. I like the idea, like, it wants to travel with you. So, like, I like that. But it's still, like, a free Mega Legendary. It's kind of insane. Yeah, Latios and Latias are really, really, really fast. Yeah, Latios and Latias, like, they're 2 Pokemon I would like to use in the EBL. It's just that they consume a restricted slot. Like, especially now, Latios actually has a way of dealing with Steel types for once. So, like, I would like to use it, but it's like, am I gonna give up a Zacian am I gonna give, like, a Zacian Kyogre level slot for, like, for that? Not sure. But all remains to be seen when it comes time to the actual, like, EBL season picking, because I'm looking forward to Season 6. I'm already brain playing my picks for next season and hoping I can get, like, at least 4 of them. Next season's gonna be great. Shiny Iron Valiant, even though it's a great shiny. Yep, Iron Valiant. The first time we shiny hunted Iron Valiant, we got it super quick. The second time I shiny hunted Iron Valiant, which was actually an off-screen shiny hunt, basically my friend and I were doing one of those, you know, and then we battle videos, where we had 24 hours to shiny hunt, and we could only use Pokemon we could only use Pokemon. We could only battle each other with shinies we got in the previous 24 hours. And both of us said, gentleman's rule, 1 Paradox Pokemon each. And we both thought we'll go for Iron Valiant independently. And I had already caught an Iron Valiant. So we had to go shiny hunt another one. And the first time I got Iron Valiant, it was like not even 3 minutes into the sandwich, I got the shiny. This one, I found, I think, like 2 other shinies. Both of which were full odds before I found the Iron Valiant. Hello there, Amazon. How are you doing? Hope you're doing delightful. We love you too, Amazon. We love you too. But yeah, it was something, because I got my spare Vaporeon shiny from that. And I think there was one other shiny I got from that. Both of them, I believe, were spares. I think. I am pretty sure, at least, I think. I'm good. First day of work tomorrow. Love you, bud. Yeah, work is a thing. Work is a thing that unfortunately exists. But yes, I look forward to future shiny hunts. There's only 2 more Paradox Pokemon we actually still need. We still need Great Tusk and we still need Slitherwing. So Iron Valiant was a request hunt. 1 person named Valiant. Iron Hands. Of course, Super Major Iron Valiant just shy of the TD mark. Nice. Hello there, Rec Game. How are you doing? Hope you're doing very well. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for even more. But hope you all doing delightful tonight. Well, we unfortunately did not seem to have gotten a shiny so far. We still have 7 minutes left on our sandwich. So maybe we'll get a shiny. Yeah, not sure if we're gonna hunt here for Young Goose, but we could. I could also just hunt Young Goose via SOS chaining back in Alola. So I do want to do more Alola stuff. So I do indeed love Alola. I don't even need to release stuff in Alola anymore. I can just put them in Pokemon Home and release them. Currently, after 1 boss of hatch eggs with no shine to report yet. Other than that, doing okay. Yikes, Black Red. That is... Well, actually, I have gone above that. That is what my Froakie shiny hunt has been. So I definitely feel your pain. Froakie's been a shoe. Though it's not been as big of a shoe as Ho-Oh has. But... nothing other than Karkadet has been a shoe to the same degree as Ho-Oh has. Have wheels when they don't. They're not actually wheels. They're not actually wheels. It's like its tail just curls up. And then like the other thing is like... You know how frogs have like that thing that like puffs out when they like... croak? That's kind of what the wheel in its chest is. It's like a thing that just like inflates for intimidation. It's not really like an actual wheel. The reason why I'm with Miraidon, it is a wheel, is that Miraidon is, like, it's not organic, or, like, it's not completely organic. It's got, like, you know, electronic and, like, mechanical things. So the wheel can be detached from it and, like, still moved by electromagnetism. Whereas, you know, Koraidon is organic. It's living. And you can't have a wheel on something that's organic, because it doesn't work that way. That's not how organisms work. Well, yeah, exactly. It's a thing for, like, intimidation. It's like it's an intimidation factor, I guess. Same degree, I get it, because it's a fire type. What did I encounter? Oh, Hondo. 3H, given the luck of the past 10 shiny eggs, being in rods. Yeah. Honestly, sometimes you get those good streaks of luck, and then sometimes you get bad streaks of luck. We got both our Hisuian, Zorua, Masuda hunts mega under odds. Like, the first shiny Hisuian Zorua, we literally got in 10 eggs. The second one was about 230 eggs after the fact. So, like, again, mega under odds. Hi, Ash. How is Ash? Come on, the mods, please do exclamation point Ash. How is the wonderful Ash doing today? Hopefully she is doing well. You actually kind of caught us towards, like, the tail end of the stream, Ash. Because we were gonna wrap up this sandwich, and then we're gonna probably go on a raid. But how are you doing today, Ash? Hope you're doing delightful. Not seeing a sparkle dog. Hello there, Hungry. I'm Maxis. Pleasure to meet you. But I'm doing well. I'm getting a bit ahead on editing. I am preparing for the Soul Link versus with, finishing editing that thing with Timmy and the other guys. Working on editing even more Kirby. Working down the editing log so I can finally get to playing Forgotten Land. My Hisuian Zorua, the randomized egg after we can get another line. Currently randomized with 3 starters, water boat, and nice. We only need one more Tynamo for the Tynamo family. So, I love the Electros family. Legitimately, Electros is one of my favorites from Unova, which just says a lot because I love so many Unova Pokemon. And I look very forward to doing, like, future hunts of that. We all love Ash. Ash is a delight. I'm also regretting not doing that Fletchling hunt yesterday. Because, I had a Fletchling hunt right around here, and I just didn't do it. And I'm regretting it. But, live and learn. Not much space. Not much space. Not much space, of course. Oh my gosh, why can I not picnic? Oh my freaking where? There we go. Finally I can get the picnic down. But again, if you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It'll be 12 sandwich trying to get Shiny Iron Valiant. Later find out while grinding EXP chances. Grinding the chances. Done. I am a Mark Hunter. I do take that seriously, but Tynamo is such a pain to shiny hunt. It goes to Tynamo shiny. The other dudes. I actually got a mark on yes, I'm pretty sure my 0 speed shiny Electros is marked. And I'm super happy about that because I love Electros. For those who don't know, in the Black 2 blind Let's Play that we did for the channel, highly recommend go checking that series out. It is one of the series I am most proud of. The overall, just absolute MVP of that game was Metroid the Electros. And she was, like, the heavy hitter. She took some time to get going, because what's the Dynamo? But when she got evolved, and when she became Electros, she just started wrecking crap. It was destruction. Though, we do have to take a moment to just appreciate that Candela, the frickin' Chandelure, clowned exclusively on Ghetsis' entire team in that file. Oh, just burn. Burn. This loses to me, this loses to me, this loses to me, this loses to me, this loses to me. It was just fun. We just clowned on that, man. And it just, there was nothing you could do. Like, what do you do against me? You don't do anything, because you lose. Because you're bad Ghetsis. Well, I mean, obviously, he's a bad guy, but, like, he's just bad at battling. Well, that is actually all for that. That sandwich is done. We are restarting the game because I do not want to lose my Herba Mystica. Let's go find some delightful viewer, some delightful friend to go raid. What do you say, my wonderful friends? My wonderful, wonderful friends. Oh, that's the super server. Chandler has a magical experience just with a strong specimen. I love Chandelure. I'd never used one before. And it just came in and just started just bulldozing things into oblivion. Like, it just, again, it's like, it was like Dynamo. I was blanking on the name for a second. Where it took a very long time to get going because of, like, the way it handles. Again, you have to evolve it to start getting, like, actual good things. But when it got going, it just bulldozed the crap out of stuff. I think, you know what? We're gonna go raid someone that we haven't raided in a long time, and that is 18-Wheeler Gamer. They're playing Pokemon Infinite Fusions, so let's go send some love over to them. I'll see you guys next time. Let's rock and roll. Have a wonderful night.